Alrighty. We are here, we are live. It is 8 p.m. on a Tuesday. Oh boy, what are we gonna do today? We are gonna work on the same music that we worked on last time, and then maybe some new music. What a surprise. No one could have seen this one coming. I've said these exact words before, like word for word. I'm just realizing that. That's terrifying. I need to like not, I don't know, repeat the literal exact same mannerisms. I feel like that'll just dig me into a hole. Just like the same exact brain stuff over and over again. We can't be having that. Okay, so yeah, this is a song made last stream, which is a 22 tone equal temperament kind of melodic dubby reggae kind of sounding thing. There are parts that are good and there are parts that are bad, so switch up doesn't really quite work. I also added the sound of like fire crackling and stuff in the background, which like doesn't actually, I don't think that actually sounds all that great. This snare so quiet relative to the rest. I mean, it's missing the open layer. Shit going on. I feel like isn't getting sidetuned by the snare. Oh, I literally have a snare layer there. Thing. That might be causing an issue, though. This is supposed to be sidechained to the real deal kick and snare. Though I guess I have the sidechain pretty aggressive. Alright, I shouldn't even be worrying about mixing this down really right now, because it sounds pretty much fine for now. What I do need to do is change up this melody over here. I feel like this little dub portion, I think this is all fine. Then we get over here, and then we introduce this little, like, ice cream truck lullaby. It doesn't sound as great. So here, let's run this back. I feel like now it sounds fine, and this might be an issue of me having listened to this too many times already. I don't know. Okay, so let's make xylophone. You're always playing at the same time as wavetable, so that way, just set this up so I never have to modify anything else. Maybe let's do something to make this more present in the mix, because right now it's really noisy in the background. Plays that, like, E or whatever, it sounds like shit. Maybe that's just like my headphones? I mean, it sounds fine here. No, there's definitely, like, some interference with some other shit going on right there. Well, I mean, I can see there's noise and mud. Also, what's up, XN? How you doing? I mean, it's still an issue, but not terrible. that sounds fine. And there's some part of me that kind of wants it to keep going, but instead of going into that melodic, like, there's like a switch up of some sort. No, I don't think so. I think it's just gonna end there. I don't know. I swear, I was listening to this earlier and I felt kind of unsatisfied with the melody, but now I'm like unsure. Maybe just needed some mixing stuff. I don't know. We can add some high attack compression, I think. That might work. I mean, there's still like a bunch of little mixing errors, like some random kicks are too clicky. I think this chord is fine. Like, there's some part of me that wants to brighten it even more. Like, I tried doing that with OTG earlier, but like, I feel like there's not really much else to do with this guy. It sounds, I don't think I can improve it anymore. It is pretty like resonant down here. Ooh, what if we just slap bloom on everything? Because bloom makes everything sound better. Forgot about that. It's just the make sound good knob. You know? What would be a good preset to use? Imaging. Stereo revival. What do you do? Yeah, there's low link between... Oh, I guess it's just mid and side. You're just processing the mid and side differently? Great. There's like some points where it sounds really good, and then some parts where it just doesn't. I don't know what's up with that. Yeah, it's just context dependent with everything else. I guess it could be that I'm just like removing this layer during where's that little offbeat guy? Where are you? Where are you? I don't know this guy. Yeah, he's not even in the group. That's why it stands out so much. Issue. Yeah, what was up with that? That snare right there. This one kind of sucked. It just like had nothing to it. What's up with that? Oh, I think there's, yeah, it's an addictive drums layer. No? I don't know. Oh, I turned it off. It's not even playing. I think if there's, oh, I just realized I had my my speakers were playing the entire time. I hope there wasn't like awful fucking feedback into the microphone. That would have been so annoying for you guys. Yeah, if there's an issue with the song, it's just this section over here. I don't know. Maybe it's too busy. Maybe just the melody sucks. Okay. Yeah, I don't really know what else to do with that. I think that song's just like kind of conceptually entirely done, so I guess I should just already move on to something else. I guess we can go on back on to fucking the Wook Flu down tempo guy. I think that'll probably, that is a thing I'm supposed to be doing. I'm just trying to shy away from doing stuff that I'm supposed to be doing because I hate fucking responsibility and doing things that I have to do. Not a fan of it, I'm gonna be honest. I like to procrastinate. Like I swear, I make the best music when I procrastinate. Like if I have music I'm supposed to be finishing, then I'll make better music if I just don't finish it and work on something else. If I have a massive deadline in like school or something, then if I just ignore that and make music, it'll be good. It's just like a super fucked up curse. Don't know. Don't know what's up with that. So, yeah. Guide to load. Day now. Oh, what I should do, can't. I should find my jaw harp. Because it used to be back in the day, I would just play the jaw harp endlessly in between streams, you know? And my tabla isn't fucking set up right now. Oh man, I'm slacking. I mean, I have an udu drum. You can play the udu drum. That's like a possibility, I suppose. Wait, this guy. This even gonna work? I have none of this even set up. I guess I can move this webcam. I have another webcam. Whoa. Take this webcam, put this guy over here. And then I think if I just hit this thing. Oh god, Jesus Christ, that looks terrifying. No. Oh god. Why? Okay, that looks way cooler on a tabla. It does not look cool on me. Horrifying. Oh. Oh lord. Anyways. Oh, and you can hear 2 microphones right now. That's no good. Anyways, the point of this is that this microphone is activated. My hotkeys are all okay, whatever, dude. I don't. All right, we're going back here. We're gonna pretend you didn't see that. Anyways, we got a. Anyways, now that I finally got everything set up and dealt with all that, the project loaded, so that's super cool. So we'll just go back to here. Okay. Move this. I'm gonna just move everything I just fucking did back out of the way. I am a mess. Yeah. Okay. Okay. We're working on this fucking song. Things already. I can hear the disperser is working way too hard. I put disperser on this fucking dude because it's too clicky, but now I can like... Yeah, that's way too much, man. So maybe just automate it down. You know. What I wanted to do here is need to have like a little bit more intelligent sub bass movement. So I have, I have the dynamic sub, which is going all spooky. Which I don't like how it wobbles at the end. So I guess we're just gonna like intermingle and go in between just like hip hop sub doing hip hop sub things and the other one doing, wiggly weird dude things. So I think that'll be fine. That's kind of fucking, honestly, I think that's pretty cool. I don't know why this... Sub bass is not consistent at all, But we could just, I guess we could just be boring and just do this over and over again, right? So I think I had an epiphany the other day because I was thinking about what do I do about the song? I've been obsessing over this section for ages. I think the issue is just that my arpeggio kind of sucks. I think it's just got to be more like distinct and stuff, and then I need to like emphasize different notes. So where okay, it's all in harp stuff, right? Harp stuff, harp, and harp stuff. There we go. So the question is, how do we make this cooler? So I was wondering, maybe we can like put a shifter on here, little thingy, you know. That's fun. Dude, we could do all sorts of stuff. I think it's just there's just too many layers, so I probably need to get like kind of surgical. But now I'm all curious and shit, you know. Okay, yeah, I can't do that there. Also, the shifter adds latency, which is pretty lame. But something like that. Okay, these are all the layers. They're all lying to me. Why does that do that? What the fuck is that? Jesus. Must have like accidentally twisted that knob while recording and it recorded. Just use the audio, honestly. There's so much latency, it's kind of fucking insane. Why? I mean, oh, I have M freeform phase active, and that introduces like a shit ton of it, so that's no bueno. Yeah, no, overall latency is only 55, so it's kind of fucked up. Was that recorded in here? Oh, that's terrible. Okay, we have to record that out again. Obviously. What about this guy? What are you? Like the same thing, but more clicky and more high-end and filtered and shit? I don't know. So let's go harp. No. Harp razor. Let me record from this guy. Yeah, no, the problem is just none of the shit ever sounds like the same every time you record it. It's pretty obnoxious. I'm not super fond of that. I feel like I might have butchered this whole entire section a little bit, and I might have to load like a backup or something where this sounded better. That section sucks. Well, I made the sub bass better. I feel like I can distinctly say that these portions now sound way better. Okay, yeah, I don't know. I don't know. Let's move on to something else. What else do I move to? We can listen to this guy for the umpteenth time. I think that will probably be the move. And then I'm gonna go feed my cat real quick because I need to do that. Right back. Alright, we are back, and the song loaded. Oh boy, super fun. Okay, here we go. What's up, Ace? Hey, how are you doing? I am mixing down the song for the, like, 1000th time. Though this is a song that, like, I'm pretty happy with. Like, every time I mix it down, it's just getting a little bit better, you know? I've just been, like, pretty much every single day or every time I produce, I just, like, listen, mix it down for, like, 10 minutes, and then just move on. And, like, we're getting there. We're almost there. I think at this point, my biggest issues are going to be, like, I don't know, I guess as a creative problem, I kind of want the drums to sound a little bit more live, you know? So I guess I could just do some, like, I could just offset some of the MIDI, like, a little bit more. I just added a little bit of, like, snare room drum reverb, which I think makes it sound better. I think it's fine now. But, there's that, and then I think it's just, like, mastering at that point and just making it properly loud at the right. Yeah, definitely. If the song is, like, treating you well. Like, there's that other song that I keep sending you with the fucking wubs and the squelches, and I've just been losing my mind. Though, maybe my issue is I've been, like, throwing myself at that problem for, like, an hour every day over and over again, and I burn out so quickly. I don't know. I don't know what the issue is for that there. But, yeah. Yeah, here, I'll show you, we'll go back here for a second. Gustavo Montani. It's a really cool name. Good looks, yeah, definitely. You're saying like offsetting the entire snare, or like adding a little snare as a fill to the sound? Because that could work for sure. I mean, I usually like my go-to is just like slapping a snare, like wait, where do I go? Right here, like every time. Forgot that the last time I worked on the song, I just like ruined the sub bass in this section. I mean, it's not terrible, but I feel like it used to be better. But I deleted the MIDI because I'm very silly. The sub there just kind of fucking sucks. Why did I delete it there? Maybe I can reuse like the sub for here. don't know, it just like doesn't flow right. I feel like here, like wait. What did we have before? Let's just copy what I just did and then Command Z a shit ton. And then let's heckle my music. I feel like the sub bass following that melody doesn't, I don't know, it just doesn't work. There's too many things that are like, I don't know, I don't know why. Maybe it's like that melody doesn't follow in like the correct kind of like sub bass. Like once we get up to like C1 or whatever, you know, you stop feeling the sub and more so you're hearing it, and then like it loses some of that factor, and like then it becomes less of like a percussive or like body feeling thing and then more of a melodic thing for a second, and then it, I don't know, it loses that feel for me. And it sounds cheesy. On the bar before, yeah. Like over here it's more so just like it just feels really cheesy to me. I don't know. I can't really articulate it beyond that. No, I accidentally hit copy. Oh god, I meant to hit paste and then I hit copy and then I just deleted the thing that I had copied. Well, I guess we're sticking with this guy now. Let's see if we can mix it with I did kind of like what I was doing over here. Here, let's take this guy. Let's see if we can mix it up. When you say checkerboard, you mean like call and response with a bunch of shit, right? Because like the sub's got a, I don't think you can really call and response to sub with anything other than other sub stuff. I could introduce squiggly stuff. I could get squiggly sub in here, which I have down here conveniently, right? So like, you know, we can have a little squiggly guy ring out for a second. Put squiggly guy next to this thing. And what are the descending notes? It was on a melodic synth an octave below the main. Descending notes is on a... What are you talking about? I mean, there's like one... Are you not talking about the sub anymore? Melodic synth on the sub. What if the descending notes is on a melodic synth an octave below? I'm still lost. Like get rid of the sub and then lower like there's like no sub for a moment and then we play. Okay. I might be picking up maybe possibly what you're putting down. Okay, not bad. Definitely something there. Let's use a different synth for that, but okay, let's just duplicate this fucking dude. and delete all of that, and then delete all of that. And then should we just straight cut the sub, or should we have it like boom out? You know, do a big little out boom thingy, maybe. Yeah, no, definitely got a point there. I agree. I just got to be able to pull it off now. Okay, so we got this guy, which already has an octave stack. So we'll delete that, move you down 2 octaves. Yeah, doing this is a little tricky because it's not in tune at all with this guy. I made my own modified LFO that lets me tune it to the MIDI notes, so maybe that can work. I think it was this guy. And then an expression control. Yeah. Okay, I remember. So we set this to key track, right? So now this now maps to the 128 different MIDI piano keys. And then I map that to this knob here, which is 128 different MIDI notes. And each of those MIDI notes corresponds to frequency. So right now, I guess we're at the lowest frequency 0, which is 8 hertz or something. But if we play this, notice that this now follows. Did I put this on the wrong thing? No, this guy. This is now following the MIDI notes. Right? So now instead of using this LFO to control shit, we can use this LFO. And then we can multiply this by different amounts. So, like, it's now, you know, half the frequency or an octave lower. And you can get real interesting, like, subharmonic sounds and shit from doing this. Yeah. Definitely gonna do this, I think. Then we'll yeah, no, it's cool. This is filter frequency modulation. So you know, when you adjust the filter, you're changing like the phase of shit, basically. And so you're changing the phase of certain frequencies, but phase modulation is frequency modulation. If you're moving the phase, you're modulating it, right? The rate at which phase changes is frequency modulation. So if you move a filter really fast, you're changing the phase really fast of certain frequencies. And so if you move a filter really fast, then you get cool fucking shit. So pitch automate the bell down. Like lower the pitch of this guy over time. You're crazy. That would sound terrible unless you mean something else. Pitch automate the bell down. Be all fucky wucky. Oh, what's right? Wavetable sucks when it comes to pitch shifting stuff. Like you can only assign it to LFOs and shit. Which I guess actually if I want... Oh, you know what? Wait. No. No, never mind. Wait. If I use an LFO, single note thing? Oh, I see. Okay, you're not crazy. You're not crazy at all. You're actually a genius. A gentleman and a scholar. Alright. Or do you mean the dun? I'm getting lost. That's the sub bass, I think. It goes dun dun dun. No, the offbeat chord guy? This thing? Except now it's silent. See, when you say this thing, that I don't know what this means. That's man, this is a great medium for communicating qualitative experiences and subjective listening. Yeah, that thing. Maybe I feel like it's gotta. I don't. You know what? I'll humor you. I'll try it out. Maybe I'm wrong. I mean, you were right the last 2 times. I doubted you, so I need to check myself. Oh, do something like that. I don't know. I forgot that shifter fucking sucks, and it's like discrete. What's the easiest way to do this in fucking? I think. Oh yeah. I know what to do. I know what to do. Easy. We'll have envelope 3. Envelope 3 is just gonna be at max the entire time because wavetable is silly, and then we can map pitch to envelope 3, and then we can adjust this guy. That is kind of cool. I'm gonna have to do some tweaking and shit, but you can get some cool shit. Interesting. It starts like a little bit out of tune with the song, and then you bring it in tune. I think that's kind of cool. Yeah, no, the very last song that I mean I was working on earlier in the stream, I put the grad school shit where this thing I put I have an echo on the master and there's an LFO moving the echo around and the echo's just at 100%, so it's just repitching. It's basically just doing like a cassette tape like warble kind of thing to the whole entire sound, and adds like a kind of dreamy wonk thing to it. You can hear it pretty distinctly. It's kind of cool. Okay, here let's run it back just a little bit and listen through, do a couple more things, and then new song. We'll go to something new, something brand new. I don't know about brand new. Maybe something brand new, but I should probably just keep working on songs. Yeah, no, sorry, it doesn't work. That do not work. At least not that aggressive of a like unpitching. Maybe I'll just make it sound like it's going out of tune, just like mildly, instead of like a whole ass intentional bad, you know? Where the fuck? This guy, isn't it? No, it's this guy. Control do. Yeah, no, the detuning doesn't work. I'm just gonna not do that. It's an interesting idea. It might work for different bits, but maybe just like that much. It's like the tiniest bit of detuning. What's up? Oh, it's Bodhi! Oh shit, what's up? How you doing? took me a second. I was like, oh fuck. I don't recognize that username. But it turns out just you need to slap 2 letters in front of it, and then it'll be too much for me. How you doing? How have you been? I don't know. I'm like mixing down the song for the umpteenth, thousandth fucking time. Yeah. Oh yeah, I played this at Regenesis when I played there. No, was it Regenesis? Emergence. I always fucking confused the two. Same thing. But yeah, I'm just torturing myself slowly but surely, mixing this down a little bit, one day at a time. We're getting there. I think just have this very last section to really nail out. Trying to like rework how I'm doing the sub bass and layering different shit, but yeah, we're getting there. I don't know here. I'll run it back a little bit again. I have a cat that is begging for attention. I don't know. Yeah. There's this one little bit where I take away the hat and then do like a reverse, like I do like a reverse hat little bullshit thing. And that shit goes so hard. I want to know if I can do it again, but I probably can't get away with it twice. Probably. I think I can get away with it. I think that's fine. Here, one more time. Like, it definitely kind of like the point of the little reverse guy is me saying, hey, I'm adding this layer, and I'm like reversing the little thing right before the layer is added, and I add more hats. And so the second time I do it, it like, you know, it loses a lot. It doesn't sound nearly as good as the first time, but it still works. I still like it. No. But like, it still adds a little bit more than it takes away from me doing it twice, if that makes sense. I don't know. All right, and then let's listen to this thing real quick, and then I'll switch over to a new song and give some feedback to people. Feeling like you can even drop the beat for a second in the beginning or end of a phrase, dual or reverse hat triplet fill. At least this section here, I think I'm just like in love with how this is as it is. I'm probably gonna leave that alone for the most part. Though I think I could use more of that type of thing for this upcoming section, as this is the main chunk of meat that I'm really working with. Why does this guy like to click so much? Keep adjusting the fucking attack. What's your deal, man? Like, I still want it to be like a little stabby, but not like, I don't want to introduce clicks, you know? Fucking no. Okay, yeah, I don't know. It's a shit show over here. I kind of changed up a bunch of stuff. Yeah, the section over here introduced like some like drum stops and drum fills and shit like that. I'll drum fills question mark, and then I don't know if I had any other ideas. Just more calm response with high elements. There we go. I should do that more, leaving little markers. But yeah, I definitely already like losing subjectivity on this thing, so we'll move on to a new guy, different guy. What? I don't remember what the fuck this one was. I made this on stream, and someone told me that I look like Sam Hyde, which was I wasn't very thrilled about. We can do. There's a bunch of glitch hop stuff. This guy's pretty good. I need to polish this guy up. We'll probably put it in an upcoming mix. Bloom is really good. It's like I know it's supposed to be super similar to there's another plugin, I don't know, that does the same kind of thing. I can't remember what it's called, but it costs the same amount. I don't know. It's a make things sound better knob. I found it to be especially good for mastering, putting it on my master chain, just like finding some extreme preset and then mixing it in at like 10% or whatever, and it adds like a lot of like high end and clarity. You can use it for widening shit. You can use it for distorting shit. Yeah, Goldfoss, yeah. Which I haven't used that. My understanding is they do both pretty much the same thing, though I think there's you could do a little bit more with Bloom. I don't know. I just remember I got the free trial, put it on a couple songs, and I just like put it on every group in a song and put it on the master, and just like instantly made the mix like way better. And then I was forced to buy it because once my trial ended, then you know the song can't exist anymore. So that's how they get you. But I like it a lot. Definitely not like a must-have because you know you can get around it by just like mixing everything casually. But yeah, it's just a make things sound better knob. What I've learned. Okay, Ace sent me a tune. I'm gonna listen to this real quick. Give feedback while this thing loads. Hear, so I mean there's some mixing issues, but I don't think you give a fuck about mixing stuff right now. At this point, 30 seconds in, right where the switch up happens, I want to hear like a different chord, like just some new color, either like change up the synth, add more harmonics, or a melody, or just like a different chord, you know, make it like a 7th chord or something instead. Or I don't know, I was just anticipating some sort of like color change switch right there. Otherwise, I don't know. This is all pretty solid. Your sub bass is playing at like a -1, like the entire, like half the time, which you probably don't want to do that. You can't really hear it. Like I can kind of hear it on my monitors because I have barefoots, but no one else probably can. And it also doesn't really like, I don't know, it sounds kind of muddy inherently. So I would try changing that up and go like, if you need to play those notes, play like a 5th above it or something, maybe. Here, let's go back. Yeah, I'm like a little bored of this chord patch at this point. It could be the same chord played by a different thing, but just like I don't know, I want to hear that. I want to hear the chord sound a little bit different, a little bit more colorful, more high end or something. That's really my only like immediate thought on this thing. Okay. I guess I feel like the chord progression also maybe, or maybe just need like a counter melody. I think something layered over it, like the chord melody, like the chord progression feels like it's just kind of in one place the entire time. It goes a little bit up and down, but it doesn't like tell that much of a story. It has potential to tell more of a story than it's already telling, is what I'm getting. Which I think you can achieve that by just having that switch up at 30 seconds, change up the chord progression there or something, change the synth there, and then it'll tell more of a story in like the large scale. I think that can be a thing. Yeah, yeah, those are my thoughts really, but pretty solid. Only like main mixing stuff is you have a couple resonances at like around 300 hertz for the, you know, the chords and resonant, all your resonant shit, and you have some clicks that are pretty super wide from the bass. I mean, the bass in general has some clicks and stuff, and then I would avoid, yeah, the like below 30 hertz, below just, yeah, all the sub stuff. I think you can do something better there. If you're like really married to that like really low end stuff, you can maybe just like change it with, you know, pitch bending, rising sub stuff, which you already have some of that. Maybe a little bit more, or just different sub notes. Yeah, those are my thoughts. All right, let's check out this guy. We got 103 BPM glitch hop shit. Let's go. This shit doesn't sound right, I think. Yeah, no, this is broken. What, happening, man? Alright, to fix this, you hold, you delete, and then you hit Command Z. Right, please? There we go. So yeah, whenever your spellbook decides to be a piece of shit, you just delete it and then Command Z on your rack, and then it'll fix. So, huge. Yeah, I think the breakdown squiggles are like probably my favorite part. So this guy, I want to make it a little bit wider, so I'm gonna add some wider beforehand, and then on bloom, you can split the left and right side, and then unlink them, and then you can just like process both of the sides a little bit differently. And then so like the width, the wider width is already gonna fuck with it, and then yeah, it's literally just twist knob and it sound good. Like there's very, very, very little learning curve to the whole thing. Why does this? Why don't I hear sub over here? And yes, the 808 cowbell was just someone requested while I streamed that I put a cowbell in it, and it works out. So this song, I think towards the end of this drop, it gets like a little bit chaotic and kind of messy in the mix. I feel like the sub sounds mostly good over here. It feels a little bit thin at points, but I think that's just because I'm like doing this like really stabby short note thing. I think that's fine. But also a lot of the sub just comes from layering from this guy. secret for that a lot of the time is just using kind of one mud pie for the source of everything. So like if you have one mud pie and then you can create other mud pies from that mud pie, and then the other ones will be like, you know, like background kind of elements, and then you have like the main one. So for instance, this guy, like what the fuck is this guy? Well, if we unwarp it, it's actually oh, and then turn off all the fucking wait, let's just move this down here. It's the exact same patch that comes from the squelchy breakdown little thing down here, but it's just slowed down like, you know, 1000% or whatever. Wait. And then those guys are made from this guy. Yeah, they're all kind of just like coming from the same thing. And then, you know, little variations of that work really well for everything else. Yeah, I feel like especially this kind of like glitch hop song, I kind of nailed. I feel like I figured out like a pretty easy, straightforward formula for making like a glitch hop banger. I don't know. I figured out a couple cool synth patches that like work really well for generating ideas really, really quickly. But generally it's just like 100 BPM and then some chords and then crazy squelches and shit like that. It's kind of something that I'm definitely leaning into here a lot is bringing back and having recurring ideas. So like pretty much every idea that happens at some point in the song comes back later in the song in another way. So like this first drop is almost entirely this like Phrygian half step sounding thing, right? I believe this is like in Phrygian mode, which is just the minor scale, but fucking the second is a minor second above the root, which gives it that's like the whole quality, the point of it. And so I'm like, okay, if this is in F Phrygian, it's like F minor, but then I get to play around with this little half step thing. And so I put extra emphasis on the half step. That's where I got this whole idea thing from. So I have this guy kind of playing an entire first drop, and then it leaves for a while, and then it comes back in. And when it comes back in, it's like really satisfying, I think, because a lot of shit happens, and then it starts, all the extra shit that we just introduced then starts interplaying with this previous idea, right? So I have these chords in the background that are just kind of stabby and like, I don't know, they're kind of silly and clowny or whatever. And then later on in the song, well, I tease right here that I'm going to start doing these like, I don't know what the word is. I'm sure there's some music theory word for it, but where you're like alternating a fifth, like there's a chord and then there's a fifth an octave down. Like it's like fucking they play it in like saloons and shit like that, you know, like they're jumping around and with the chords. I don't know. It's like a piano technique. Anyways, that sounds kind of cool, and so I just use the same chords and then had that teasing, and then they come back in later in this drop. But then they're interplaying with the fucking Phrygian thing I was talking about before, plus all the other squelches. I don't know. I'm pretty happy with the songwriting on this guy for sure. And I think this is like, I need to like definitely take notes from what I've done here and apply them. think one of the I think one of the issues with this patch is it's really just like a lot of high end, right? It sounds really thin, which I think I fixed a little bit of that with Bloom, but we gotta like boost the lows and low mids and shit. Maybe I'm crazy, but I think I just fixed the thinness issue by just putting the bloom before I start filtering shit. Now it's just like always the low end is kind of saturated. I think it works. Alright, I think it's probably enough work on this guy for now. My fucking ear is doing this weird thing where like when I talk it randomly like clips, you know, like when some shit is too loud, like you hear almost what sounds like clipping in your ear, and it's like fucking painful. It's like my ear's like weirdly sensitive. All right, let's try a new thing from scratch. Let's make a new song. This is on the topic of I totally figured out how to make glitch hop. Let's try to do that. Let's see if I'm talking on my ass or not. Let me get some water real quick. And while this fucking thing loads, I will do this. Haha. Alright. Okay. Okay. So, we're doing glitch hop. Oh boy, so fun. So we need drums. First, we need a BPM. I'm gonna do 105 because when I play live sets, I have the issue of getting stuck. So I have a fuck ton of music at like 90 BPM, and I have a fuck ton of music at like 110, 115 BPM. Now very little in between, and so mixing and bridging between those is a fucking nightmare. So I need more music in that area. So the last song was 103, which is cool, but that's like the only 103 song I have. So let's make a 105. I need a few more at 100 and like 98 for sure. But I think we're getting there in terms of like a decent catalog. Will help me out for mixing for sure. Okay, so we have these drums, but these are my template drums and I'm fucking sick of them. Problem is they're really good drums. They do sound really, really good, which is a bummer. All right, we just need to change a couple things, you know, like the snare. Well, I am cheating. I'm just using a template for the most part, which is just it's just drums I really like, and I at least already have like the snare group and stuff set up. But you know, I'm probably just gonna keep using this kick. Honestly, I've used this kick on like the last like 10 songs, but it's a good kick. So, and it's not like people can really tell the difference between kicks, anyways. And then this guy, you need to be different. What's up, Mr. Leaky? This is often on the radio. Oh, gotcha. This here? Drum loop without anything? I think that's kind of cool. Nice. Yeah, I gotta say, this is also just a really, really great fucking... man, I gotta mix stuff up more. What if we do like triplets right towards the end or something? Yeah, that works. Yeah, for sure. We'll peep right now. Version is something you started a minute ago, using ear for progression on. Gotcha. Okay, I think since you're looking for progression ideas, I think towards the end you could start introducing like an airy kind of high-end reverbed pad or something of maybe different chords, or you know, like an entirely different synth or timbre or something. Um Bring in like a sort of, I don't know, some sort of like mood shift by introducing another element. In my mind, I hear like a pad or something, and I think you could then take it somewhere else, like a lot more, probably more down tempo. Like the vibe of it feels super down tempo, and then like there is a surprising amount of energy in the song. This is sick, by the way. I fucking love it. And it sounds pretty great. The only like real mixing issue that like popped out to me is at 40 seconds. There's like this like kind of squelchy note, bright chord thing right around. Yeah, that guy's pretty bright. Other than that, it sounds pretty great. I think you have this like kind of constant low sub thing that's just like it's always just going, you know, it's like the floor of the song, and I think you could do a lot by taking some of it out and then reintroducing it. Just play with dynamics, have it come in and out. I like how pitch bendy it is. Mr. Leaky says maybe like a sample of several guys screaming like Vikings grunting, etc. Yeah, what Mr. Leaky said for sure. It doesn't have enough Vikings in it. So I would say the Viking thing, Squelchy thing. I think adding pads could be really cool. Yeah, I don't know. Here, let me listen to the variant again. So that like da 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 kind of thing. What if you know, like when you cut the drums and everything, you have that coming in, but super high end, kind of noisy. You know, like a couple, like an octave above it or a couple octaves up. Maybe you have like vocals or something, like vocal chops layered with it. Um, Something like that. I think could be really cool, and you can like introduce that and filter it, and so it'll like come in and sound all like, wow, it's so pretty, and then the bass hits, and then it's like you make the percussion, not necessarily the snare's still going to be playing at the same thing, but the percussion can be more sparse, and so it's like much more down tempo or relaxed or something, and then you can add like another breakdown and then like a more heavy drop or something. That's what I'm hearing in my brain, right? So then like the first section of the song is what you have, which has like a decent amount of energy, you know, for a down tempo song, and then a much more chill breakdown thing, right? Because I guess you would use that break with like introducing, you know, a pad or some other element as a build for like a, I can't think of the right words right now, but yeah, just like a more chilled section, and then you can have another breakdown and then a strong build up into a heavy drop. I think that would be the direction. But yeah, it sounds fucking great. Like there was a point where I was like, okay, something new should happen right here, and then you did that. Like I don't know, every time I was like, okay, this thing should happen in my head, then you did it, and it was very satisfying. It sounds really good, so I dig it. Yeah, I hope that was helpful. Most everything I said is like, you know, subjective, just creative ideas. So I hope you find that useful. Yeah. Okay. All right, we're going back to this guy. I was doing percussion. Or we can do swingy stuff. Yeah, let's do swingy stuff. And then the swingy stuff is actually triplets. I mean, it's triplets the whole time. Yep, that's it. That is 100% it. Kids say that's it. The kids do say that. Yeah, of course. Thank you for submitting it. I super dig it. And the Vikings are needed for sure. Don't forget that. We got what do we got with the drums? Okay. Drum kick be different. Maybe we put the kick on a triplet part. I dig it. I think that's pretty good. I think that's pretty good. hate my life. I'm just talking to my cat for the most part. Thank you for pointing that out. Yeah, and I'm trying to think about what I need to approach. So I'm gonna do chords, I think, because we need that as like a basis. And here, let's. Where's the scale thing? Where's the scale guy? Why isn't there like a here? This is where you change the scale. Oh, it's down here. Okay. So we'll probably do like F or something. And I did Phrygian in the last song, which is kind of cool. I mean, minor sounding stuff is always pretty cool. Or we could do something microtonal. I don't know. I was kind of debating not doing that because it's harder, but I've been doing that a lot lately. So you know, I mean, things will get easier if you do them more often. So let's go to tunings. Let's do 22 because that's been working out lately. And then let's choose, I don't know, something between E and G. What's cool about microtonal shit is, you know, if you're making bass music, you're kind of limited to like F or, you know, E or D sharp, F sharp, you know? When you have more tones, you have more stuff you can play with. Wow. And then thus you have like more sub notes that are satisfying. You can get more interesting progressions and shit like that. Let's just do, I don't know, let's just do F. And then we're gonna want to build, I guess starting from C, if we want to make a diatonic scale, right? We would go C, D, E, F, G, A, B, C, right? And then we can, well, I guess this is, here, let's copy and move this up. Octave, right? And then if we want it to be a diatonic minor scale, it would be starting from A, and then we can move this down to F. Well, we'll see if this sounds good. When microtonal shit is a lot easier for it to be a dud, but it's interesting, you know? So we got, what, F minor. Now, we can also play around... I guess we could just stick with this for now, and then we can like augment or change certain notes or something, right? I wish we could add... You can make custom scales. If you can make custom scales for Ableton, that shit would be crazy, because then, you know, it would be so cool if you could just make it like a custom microtonal whatever scale, right? So, since we're in Pigments, I think I also have to import microtuning on 17, load SCL file, 20, vision, okay. Now let's get F. Well, I guess like this would be. You are being stupid. Right? Because the Pigments arpeggiator is fucking cracked for getting ideas. So let's start building out. I'm gonna want to do a few things. Actually, I'm gonna bring in. I have a Pigments armor patch that I used on the last couple Glitch Hop songs, and this patch is kind of cracked. However, I need to create a tuning file for Harmor now. So we'll go to Savish's Scale Workshop, open this guy up, and then, yeah, Harmor pitch map, there's a unique thing. If you fold the MIDI clip to that scale template you made, isn't that effectively a custom scale? Yeah, basically, but the notes aren't highlighted and they don't look all pretty and cool. And then also, like, for instance, if, let's say, usually, like the notes are hidden behind here. If I ever consolidate this MIDI, right, then all the notes that are behind it just vanish and disappear, and then it deletes the scale that I have there. So it's just like, it would be a small quality of life thing. And then, also, the ease of transposing and stuff like that would be cool. Just like it's not that big of a deal, but when you have a fuck ton of notes, having to limit the possibility that you make a mistake is pretty good. I'm linking the scale to mini device. Yeah. Yeah, exactly. Okay, so we were scale workshop, 20, wait, new scale, temperament, 22, okay, armor, pitch map. Oh, I've already, no. Maybe I've already made this before? I don't know. Anyways, let's open up, we have armor pigments thing. So Harmer, I threw my logo into here, which is cool. How do I do the pitch map thing again? I have to open up, figuring stuff out, folks. Go here, pitch, I imagine, and then we just drag this in here. Maybe? I don't see anything change. Another. I mean, I figured this out through Google, so I'll just have to Google stuff again, but I'm assuming it's just pitch here. Right, so if I like open up Harmer, and then I play price the notes. Oh god, I made it too big. Right, that's supposed to be an octave up, which I don't think that is. Definitely, maybe? No. No, it's most definitely not. So I don't know how the, alright. Harmer, microtonal pitch map. Actually, maybe it said it in the scale workshop. We are Googling stuff. Oh boy. Super entertaining. Yeah, it doesn't really say how to microtonality in FL Studio. Harmer. Okay, this guy doesn't know. Onto the pitch envelope. Pitch envelope. We're figuring it out. Oh, I'm on the pitch envelope. That's what I did. Come on. Am I tripping or what? I did the thing. What if we pitch? Really bizarre. It's supposed to totally look different. Alright, I don't know. Alright, I'm annoyed. I'm gonna keep Googling this until I figure it out. I don't give a fuck if it's boring. Harmer. Pitch map. Tonality in FL Studio. Here we go.
You're gonna go to pitch, and then this will be keyboard mapping. Make sure that's selected.
Keyboard mapping.
And there's a little triangle down here. Click it, and then click Open State File. And then so make sure you choose the one that says.
Okay, we're learning things. Let's hit Command Z and undo all the shit I just did. Just noticed the fact that Paleo is not quite a palindrome. Yeah, I'm pretty proud of it. I'd say the only real fundamental downside of my artist name is that no one knows how the fuck to spell it or pronounce it, but it's memorable and it looks cool. And if you Google it, I'm the only thing that pops up, so that's kind of huge actually. Pretty happy with it. So it took a minute. It probably takes a minute for anyone to get used to or to enjoy their name, I'm guessing. Okay, so we go to envelope, pitch, keyboard mapping, and then I believe I can just drag this onto here. Yeah, look at that. Look at that shit. Adjust everything very slightly so that it's now in 22. Okay, that took too long, but we did it. And then now we can open up this pigments file. In this pigments file, we change this micro tuning to SEL 22. Okay. We did it, folks. Oh boy. Alright. Alright. So we have this whole fucking thing. Here's our chords. That at least has our scale and stuff in it. So this guy. I don't know why this isn't. Oh, this goes to exit out. That's weird. So you can see how you can get really fucking cool, like glitch hop sounding stuff out of that, right? Alright, so we're at 105 BPM. Let's, change. Playback. Oh, one of the problems, forgot, is the sequencer thinks an octave is 12 steps when it's not. So, you neutralize this. Okay, I don't know an easier way to do this right now. Should I not be able to just like, oh, I pressed that button. That's the easier way. Yeah, it is a vibe. So we have like, here, let's make this pigments patch. It's kind of fucking sick. We fold this. We can add a 7. This is supposed to be a whole ass chord. What happened? Not. It's fucking dope, isn't it? So then we record from here, and then let's also record the MIDI. This to pigments in. Right? Weird shit. There was something kind of cool in the very beginning. So like idea is just like we could just take that fucking guy by itself. Let's try turning off. I guess we can also use like a normal wavetable so we can actually listen to the sound of the chords themselves. Right. Hold this. Get like whatever the fuck that guy is. Invert it. Like I'm just like nudging shit around. I'm like doing normal chord progressions because it's a diatonic scale, and then I'm just like nudging shit. Then maybe, hopefully, it sounds decent. Like, on this side. And then let's record more shit from pigments, because now this is following along with the actual chord progression. Like, these guys are just generated from the very first chord. Usually trying to make my giving using synthesis and what everyone has their preferred grunting samples. Oh, are we still talking about Viking grunts? Because FM is a good way to make grunts. I do agree with that. I've been exploring FM a lot lately. I'm like really figuring out. I'm like, oh yeah, that's the Skrillex sound. Gotcha. Gotcha. Yeah. Like I find FM to be like, it's mathematically like really fascinating, but I don't use that type of sound all too often. Definitely not like a staple sound of mine. What was I doing? Oh, I was gonna record audio. Right. Not MIDI. Not MIDI. Let's get this guy. I don't know why, I don't know why it's playing that pattern, you know, but it's whatever. We can then take all that shit and throw it into a MIDI. And then we can set this on slice mode. Well, I guess it's not going to be playing along with the chords if I do that. Which is whatever. Maybe we'll get something cool. And then so let's warp this, stretch it out, on like texture mode or something. Record from 20. And then from this guy. And the problem here is I don't know where C1 is. I guess if I go down an octave, that's 22. 1, 2, that's 24. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Wait. I think I just have to go down to 24. Right? Because C3, then C2, then C1. And C1 is where... The reason why I'm counting all this shit is because C1 is where the first note is, for whatever reason, when it comes to a sampler. Or when you're using sample slices and shit. What is happening? Jesus Christ. It's complicated. Okay. So we just made a giant stack of chords, and I'm just going to put an arpeggiator on this guy. On slice mode. It isn't working. I fucked up my math. Okay, like... It's terrifying. I'm just making terrifying sounds. Like, you can make some, like, generative ambient shit like this, I suppose. Alright, this is probably not usable at all, but... Why? Yeah, this is, I can't just be slapping shit that's randomly generated. I have to put a little bit more intention, I think, into what I'm doing. It's just scary sounding. I want something kind of whimsical though. That's one of the problems with microtonal shit, is it's gonna be just like fucking terrifying like 90% of the time. Okay. Let's step away from maybe the scary patch and instead... Wait, oh yeah, I had this wavetable guy. It's still terrifying. This is still just scary. I don't want to make a scary thing right now. So I think maybe we describe... And then drums over here sound like shit. I don't know. What I felt pretty confident I didn't do that. The sidechain thing? Yeah, okay, this is a whole rabbit hole. So this guy called Baraska, he has a couple YouTube videos on this, where he basically invented this thing called ring mod sidechaining. And essentially, so ring modulation is you're multiplying the samples basically together of two different things. If you're ring modulating something, it's basically amplitude modulation, but it also phase inverts when like one signal is negative and the other is positive, right? And what he figured out, I guess, by just thinking about how ring modulation works, is that if you let's say you have a kick and a sub, and you ring modulate the sub with a negatively rectified kick. Negatively rectified means the waveform is basically, you take the absolute value of the wave, so it's only positive, but then you flip it to be negative, right? So it's only the negative part, essentially. If you ring modulate a kick with a sub in that way, and then you combine them together, the normal kick and the sub sample, then it'll effectively make it so that it will never increase the overall gain. The wave will never increase in volume above the max of either of the two. So it's like this weird math fuckery trick to make it so that your kick and sub will never eat up more headroom. So what this thing is it's a ring modulation sidechain mixed with a normal volume sidechain, because it still creates some artifacts that sound similar to clipping in certain cases when, you know, you're playing two waves together, but if you combine it with normal volume side chaining and then have like a pre-transient fade or whatever before, essentially you could get like a mathematically perfect or as close to perfect as you probably can get sidechain by having, you know, ducking like a sample before the transient hits, right? That'll duck down, and then you can play with the release so that, like, let's say you want to have a fast release with a kick and a sub so that the kick comes up, but there's still a little bit of a tail of the kick, like sub, that would normally interfere with the sub. With the ring modulation sidechain, it makes it so that it's never going to end up increasing overall volume or amplitude of that wave and eat up more headroom. It'll stop unintended side effects from happening. So it's like an extra little precaution thing. Which I have like done deliberate testing and A/Bing and stuff, and it does have a difference I can notice. Not like super huge. I wouldn't say this is like a secret sauce to making good mix downs or whatever, but when you have it all set up already in a template or whatever, it just makes mixing really easy, especially for the sub. I'm assuming, actually, yeah, I haven't actually really tried mixing this too much, or like listening to the effects of the ring mod sidechain between like two high end samples, which would be interesting, but yeah, it's just like some math fuckery. So kind of hate this. What do we do? Change BPM. I'm just leaning into the spooky. We're making it slower and spookier until I'm tired of working on this and I'm gonna give up, I think. Okay, I think we're just gonna scratch. How do I make this triplets? Like that? Actually, this would be a better thing to throw into that fucked up sound design rack. Let's throw that in here. This guy. weird. It's weird. What else? What else? What else? I definitely want some like formanty kind of squelchy things. Yeah, yeah, no. I think if it's spooky, you gotta lean into the spooky in in the tempo as well, for sure. Like I feel like 100 105 BPM. I can't think of much spooky music that's in that range, you know? So what do we want to do here? Well, we can... What do we want to do? I mean, we could try... We try filter frequency modulation again, see if we can get something cool out of it. Because I'm just like super fucking determined to make this work. So I don't know if you were here earlier. I don't think you were. I made... No, what I need an expression control. I made a... I modified the default LFO by just like in max MSP, I just added a knob where basically the frequency knob is now tied, is basically mapped to 128 different parameters, and each of those 128 numbers matches to the piano roll, basically. These are all the frequencies of different piano notes, right? So if we then map the piano roll itself by key tracking to this is no longer an LFO, this is just a frequency oscillator of whatever the current MIDI note is. So this should be way higher. This should be... I don't know why it's so low. It's bugging out. Oh, it's microtonal, that's why. That's the fucking issue. Well, let's just do it anyways. We can... I don't know. So like we can assign this to... Like right now there's actually no actual pitch bending going on from this guy. But the perceived changing in notes is just from the, you know, filter oscillation. Not filter, frequency. Anyways, this isn't gonna work because we're microtonal. That's fine. Okay, let's just go back to this, and then let's do some like long notes. So we'll have this guy like ring out. Okay, we can start structuring this a little bit. Let's just increase that. Let's delete that. Copy this, duplicate it over. So we can have nothing here. Yeah, Naughty Shauna, fucking goated. Absolutely goated. Did you know fucking Camstein? I'm sure you meant Camstein. So greatest dude. He fucking hung out with Naughty Shauna and went to a goddamn like handpan retreat and basically met like all my hand percussion idols, and we just like nerded out and lost our shit about Naughty Shauna. For oh man, yeah, I can't even articulate. Oh, you'll get a kick out of this. I have an Udu drum. I have this guy right fucking here. Oh, check this out. Oh, I should probably sample this actually, but we can point this guy here. You know him personally? What, Camstein? Or Naughty Shot? Probably Camstein. There's no way. I mean, maybe. I don't fucking know. That's cool. Anyways, I haven't played in forever, so I sound like shit, but I have one. Can't play it as well as Naughty. Really? No fucking way. Oh man, I am a big fan. Big fan. He's like, here, hold on, wait. I'm forgetting how to OBS. Okay. I'm like, he's like my fucking, yeah, he's like my idol basically for actual physical instruments and stuff like that, not like electronic stuff. Gave him some Karatal's lesson. The percussion instrument using kirtan, motion, folk songs. Now let's see what this shit sounds like. I don't actually know what this instrument is. I do know of a decent amount. Oh, sick. It reminds me of there's like an African thing where they're like playing bells at the same time while they're, no, they're just bells, but like using bells as like a percussive instrument. This video is fucking awesome, by the way. Got 13,000 views. I swear this used to have like way less. Maybe it's popping off. But highly recommend smoking a bunch of weed at like 3 in the morning and watching this and having your mind blown. Highly recommend. Okay, we need to duplicate this whole thing over. And then add this guy over here. Change up this guy one more time. god, oh god. Grab that guy that I made earlier. Okay, that's kind of cool. So this thing, I have a video on it, but it's basically just a bunch of fucking EQs on left and right mode, all randomly scattered around, and I'm just adjusting the scale on them, which creates like weird stereo filter panning effects. And we could probably... Maybe we can introduce... I think we need to introduce more melodic shit. Like, since we're leaning into the spooky shit, I do love myself some whole tone scales. And, you know, we don't have access to whole tones because we have 22 tones. But, you know, we can do... I don't know, whatever 3/20 seconds of a note can create when you what would be best for this? Okay, yeah, the way I like to do this, hold on, is we'll create our intervals that we want to do, and then we stack them, and then we can zoom out a little bit, and then we go down. Good streams. Oh yeah. I am super glad to hear that. Yeah, I'm very into percussion. I play tabla, not very well. I've been playing for like almost 2 years now, Jesus, but this past year I've not been practicing nearly as much. But yeah, I'm very much into percussion. Still not that great at it, but I appreciate the fuck out of it. I listen to a lot of tabla. And yeah, Udu is good. I need to practice more Udu, honestly. Only problem is like tabla is like has a it's very straightforward how to practice tabla. You know, it's like it's got a tradition that's really like well founded in the pedagogy of how people are taught it is really great, and like the language and how it's taught. And like Udu and other drums I feel like doesn't really have that. So I also have a ton back, which in another room. But anyway, so we can like call. Is I'm googling call. Wait, no, stop. Oh, sick. Yo, I didn't know. I thought this was the there's this thing. I don't know how to pronounce it, unfortunately. Yeah, I've seen this thing before. Actually, no, I've definitely seen this. I guess it's like wider. Okay, interesting. Yeah, I mean, like the way you play it is very similar to tabla. I was at a house party and someone had one, and I was able to make some notes on it, you know, so that was cool. But... Okay, for sure. More notes. More notes. Then we do that, and then let's have this be a formant. Yeah, that's it. That's the shit right there. And let's grab a spell book. You go on that, and then you go on that. We'll do up down. Kind of intense and a little crazy, but this is a weird fucking song, so fuck it. And maybe we can even take this. Yeah, it's pretty fucking cool, I think. Let's do more of the weird stereo imaging rack. Do scale widener. Yeah, this guy. Do another spell book. I am so thirsty. I need to drink water. I've been neglecting that. Okay, I'm just gonna do that. And then we'll spin. Alright, I'm gonna get water real quickly. Fuck it, I'm just gonna keep playing it. Something we can also do. So now we got this fucking dude. We can just keep slowing it down, right? Oh, I should have made it. I didn't know I was gonna do this. I should have made it monophonic. Let's pick an auto filter. Like there's something really cool there. Need to make more sounds like that. Weird scale arc thing. Da, da, da. Why is it going up? Like melody on top of all of it? Yeah, probably. Something like really slow and offbeat. Yeah, that's a good idea. I just want Oh, there's notes all the way up here. Duh. Kind of weird because it's not like, fuck it, it's a weird song. No, it's not like, I should have kept it to like 16th notes or whatever, but I think that's kind of cool. And then let's also make that wide. Oh, we're in fucking... I think that's kind of cool. We can have this in and out a little bit, maybe. Add a little bit of erosion. I don't know why that thing. Then add fat rack. It's like, I don't know. happy with that. Let's move on. You recommended Plux. I think that's a great idea. We need to... What do for Plux? Do for Plux. Try using Razor. Razor might be cool. No, Razor. Not form. The Phantom of some glitchy dial-up modern melody. Okay. We can do that. We can totally do that. I just need to find a sound. I'm not looking... If I ever actually want to finish this song, I'm not looking forward to actually mixing it at all. Excuse me, I just pitched you up like fucking 3 octaves. Oh, I'm not listening to the right thing. I was expecting this to sound more dial-up-y, honestly. Thought the glitching would be better than that. I should have kept doing it. I should have done way more. Okay, what was exactly what I did there? Because that shit sounds pretty fucking cool, actually. It was... Alright, we're just gonna consolidate this whole fucking thing. Use up all my project memory. Getting there. We're getting there. Wait. What was it? I live in the Bay Area, California. Kind of fucks. Alright, let's... Like, obviously, we can't have it be this cool the whole entire time, right? And then, we can introduce... Okay, ideas. I'm getting them. They're coming. This guy will be kind of quiet and in the background, right? We'll come here, it'll be full volume, and then we'll add more hats. More hats. Alright, breakdown. We need a breakdown over here. Which is gonna be, I don't know, just fucking the dial-up melody. Because for Anxiety FM synth with sine waves the closest to what Vikings closest to what Vikings would have had for using their sound designs. Yeah, that's true. I like the hour and a half long time delay between the messages, but we were still. Oh man, that's good shit. Okay, like that's a vibe, I guess. We can keep these drums. And then what are we gonna do? Obviously, okay, we're not gonna have this melody in, or we will, but it'll be a fucked up version of it. Right? So like what if we consolidate the dial-up thing, and then we reverse it? Wow, that's high level. What am I hearing? What is this guy? Oh, Jesus Christ. Whoa. Any tips? You're trying to make your song explode in the middle in a crazy way. Any advice? I mean, I feel like I need a little bit more information than a crazy way, because if you wanted to explode, like jarring, something you could do is like, let's pretend this is like a fully fledged build-up that I have over here. Wait. Where the fuck? Here, this thing. Let's pretend like this guy is a fully fledged build-up. Makes sense, right? Right? Well, let's just be happy with that. What you could do is you could just delete fucking like half a bar or something so it happens unexpectedly. Whoa. But imagine that like the music sounds better in that context, you know? Yeah, I don't know. Just big contrast. Just have a lot of contrast between two things. I feel like you really want to go there. General like build up, have satisfying drop advice would be like put a utility on your master and lower the width right before the drop or something. But that's not like, I know you're looking for more like creative ideas, I feel like, so I'm not really sure. This is cursed. This song is fucking cursed. I don't know what else to say. Okay, yeah, this all, I don't know, it's gonna be something different. Yeah, this song's fucking weird. I feel like I'm never ever gonna work on it again, but who knows, maybe. Maybe. Let's call this, what, 2409 17. Fucking, I don't know. Viking sounds. 70 BPM. Okay. Yeah, I think I've been streaming for a minute. Yeah, three and a half hours. Sheesh. Yeah, I'm gonna call it here. Thanks everyone for watching, tuning in. I might stream again tomorrow. It really depends on how much like schoolwork I can get done. Grad school is kind of fucking me right now. And I need to not procrastinate all of it away with school. So it really just depends on if I can survive it or not, and then if I have free time. Yeah, probably same thing around same time tomorrow, probably, maybe. Yeah. All right. Yeah, I'm heading out. Take care, everyone. Have a good Wednesday, I suppose. About to be Wednesday for everyone. All right, later.